Hey everyone, in this video I shall show you Lleweni Parc, I hope I pronounced that correctly, a campsite near Denbigh in northern Wales, and also we shall go out on my motorbike for a little bit of a test ride. So what you're seeing here is the campsite itself. The site is massive. I'm not sure exactly how many acres there are, but there's a good 1,000 plus, I would imagine. On the site there's actually a glider, a small little runway where gliders take off and land, and there are also some small aircraft there. I believe you can go for flight experiences, etc., and there is a gliding school where they teach you how to fly gliders. So if you're into that kind of thing, certainly a site worth adding to your list of possibilities or places to stay when you're in the North Wales area. There are constantly planes coming and going throughout the week and the weekend. I stayed there for about 7 days, I think it was, or possibly a bit longer. Weekends tended to be a bit more busy than during the week, obviously, but yeah, certainly a photographic opportunity there if you're into aviation. I basically used the campsite as a base from which I then went off in various directions, including Flint, which is about, I think it was about 20 miles away from the campsite. Denbigh town or village itself is 2 miles away and has all the major shops you could wish for. Also Denbigh Castle is there, and around the campsite you can see there in the background there are several peaks and mountains. There are several historic sites around, mounds and castles on top of some of these peaks. Unfortunately, I didn't get the time during my stay there to go on the hikes. Some of them, you're looking at half a day, perhaps longer, to get to the peaks. So yeah, I will be returning to do those kind of experiences and explore the area in more detail. There are several hiking trails on the site, some of which are private to the site, so you have to be a resident or member of the gliding club to actually go and hike on these particular trails. And there's also an off-road track, which as you can see here, I'm about to take my motorbike for its first off-road test along this little dirt road or track that's on the site. There is actually a driving school on the site that does young driver experiences and also ATV type experiences where they ride jeeps along this track. So as I say, this is the first time I took the bike off-road and was able to just really test it out. So it was nice to have this on the doorstep, as it were, on the campsite. So if you're into hiking, again, it's well worth a visit to the site. The facilities are very basic. You've got fresh water, you've got a chemical toilet disposal point, and you've got grey water disposal points. There's no showers or toilets on site, so make sure you've got those in your vehicle.
I will keep on searching for my highs.
At the time of my visit, which was April 2022, it cost £17 per night with electrical hookup. You can book directly through their site also. It is a CL or certified location site, meaning that you've got to be a member of the I think it's the Camping and Caravanning Club to be able to book and stay here. It's worth just pointing out, as you might have just seen there are a couple of dogs on the site that are free roaming. They actually belong to the manager of the site. One is a Newfoundland and the other is a Labrador. They are both very friendly dogs. Just that my dog, unfortunately, is not very sociable with other dogs, so it was a bit of a problem for me personally. But if you're happy with dogs and if you have a dog that's fine with other pets, then it should be no problem. So at this point I'm taking the bike out to explore the local area around Denbigh, and again it's just an opportunity for me to really give the bike a test and get used to the bike and its, what it's capable of and what it's not capable of. I have got 50-50 tires on it, so they're not completely off-road and they're not complete road tires, so they kind of in between, to allow me to both activities, on-road and off-road activities. So they're not the best, but they do the job.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling.
If you are into hiking or mountain climbing, there certainly are a lot of trails in this area, in this particular part of North Wales. So yeah, bring your hiking boots and whatever else you need to sustain yourself up, because some of these walks are, as I say, 5 to 6 hours, some even longer than that. So yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, there's so many locations around this area for you to enjoy yourself in. So that's it, guys. I hope it's been useful to see this particular site, and maybe a site that you could use yourself if you are to visit North Wales. Until next time, be safe, be happy, be kind. And don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.